Hi everyone, welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm Adrian, your host, and I'm thrilled to have you with us today. Now, if you've been scrolling through social media or catching the headlines, you might have seen it. Meghan Markle's heartfelt Father's Day video, tribute to Prince Harry. It's a sweet, intimate montage featuring Harry spending joyful moments with their two children, Archie and Lilibet, all set to the tune of Jason Mraz's uplifting hit Have It All. The post instantly captured hearts, especially from fans who don't often get to see this side of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. But, and there always seems to be a but when it comes to Meghan and Harry, not everyone is cheering. Royal commentators, most notably Ingrid Seward, have criticised the move, calling it hypocritical and suggesting that Prince Harry might not have been entirely comfortable with it. So today, we're going deep. Is Meghan's post truly hypocritical? Or is it simply an evolved way of sharing life outside royal constraints? Could Harry really be uncomfortable with this expression of family love? Or is that another media narrative? And how does this compare to Prince William's own Father's Day tribute? Let's dig in. Let's begin with what was actually shared. On Father's Day, Meghan Markle posted a charming video compilation featuring Prince Harry and their children. It included clips of Harry dancing with Archie, giving Lilibet a piggyback ride, playing in the garden and reading bedtime stories. Set to Jason Mraz's Have It All, the video felt raw, real and relatable, the kind of sweet tribute many spouses and parents post to celebrate a partner's presence in their family's life. Meghan captioned it simply, "The best. Happy Father's Day to our favourite guy." It was elegant, subtle, and emotionally resonant, but it also did something else. It peeled back the curtain on a family who has, for years, fiercely protected their children's privacy. And in doing so, it raised questions that some critics were more than eager to answer. This wasn't the first time in 2025 that Meghan has shared more of her children. Earlier this year, she was photographed with Archie at a farmer's market in Montecito. Then came Lilibet's birthday party photos, a carousel of images showing her playing in their backyard, cupcakes and all. What's changed? Some argue Meghan is recalibrating her public image. With new business ventures like the lifestyle brand American Riviera Orchard and her growing podcast presence, visibility is key. But does visibility mean selling out her values? Critics like Ingrid Seward seem to think so. Speaking to The Sun, she said, "I think the problem with the video that Meghan's put out, which is actually charming, is it's really very hypocritical because they begged for privacy, and now suddenly Meghan is flooding the market with photographs of their children." Her conclusion, Meghan is doing it for publicity and potentially without Harry's full support. But let's pump the brakes. Is this really hypocrisy? Or is it growth? Here's where things get nuanced. Meghan and Harry never said they didn't want any photos of their kids out there. What they've always emphasized is control. In their 2021 Oprah interview and again in the Netflix docuseries, they made it clear their frustration wasn't with media attention in general, but with the invasive nature of tabloid press, long lenses and press intrusion. They want the ability to choose what is shared, when and how, something they were denied in the UK under the royal rota system. So Meghan, posting a video on her own Instagram under her own terms, showing the father of her children in a loving light, doesn't contradict that desire. It actually fulfills it. To label this as hypocrisy is to ignore the distinction between forced exposure and chosen storytelling. Ingrid Seward also claimed that Harry might be uncomfortable with the footage being made public. She stated, "I would love to know what Harry thought, but I suspect he might be a little uncomfortable, because Harry isn't really a great self-promoter." There's some truth here. Harry has often expressed discomfort with the spotlight, especially as it relates to his children. In his memoir Spare, he recalled his trauma over being pursued by paparazzi and the lasting effects of growing up in the public eye. But there's a key point Seward overlooks. Harry's discomfort was never about loving family moments. It was about tabloid exploitation. Meghan's video doesn't feel exploitative. It feels intentional, warm and celebratory. It's not TMZ. It's not a leaked photo or a backdoor paparazzi snap. It's a montage of home movies shared by the people who own the camera. Plus, Meghan's never been the type to do things behind Harry's back. If anything, their relationship thrives on joint decisions. We can reasonably assume that this was a shared moment of tribute, not a solo PR move. The comparison, naturally, has been made to the Father's Day post from the Prince and Princess of Wales. On the official Kensington Royal Instagram account, a post showed Prince William with George, Charlotte and Louis arms around one another in a Norfolk field, laughing and cuddling. The photos were taken by photographer Josh Shinner earlier this year and accompanied by the message, "Happy Father's Day, Papa," before and after. "We love you, G, C and L." It was formal but warm, planned but not stiff, and very on-brand for the Cambridges' controlled glimpses into royal life, always through an official lens. Ingrid Seward praised this as carefully curated and part of a long-term strategy to preserve the monarchy's image. "The Waleses are the future of the monarchy. They know how to do it just right. They give the public a bit of their children, but not too much." But here's the thing that isn't the Sussexes' role anymore. They're no longer royal figureheads, bound by image maintenance. So, why are they being held to the same standard? Let's talk about the real subject of these tributes, Prince Harry. Both posts, Meghan's and Kate's, highlight the love and involvement of fathers in their children's lives. But while William's post underscores royal stability and future kingship, Meghan's post celebrates a father's joy outside the royal bubble. Harry's parenting journey is radically different. He's gone from being the spare to being his kid's whole world. He's spoken often about how fatherhood changed him, how becoming a dad gave him perspective and drive. Meghan's video captured that essence. It wasn't about titles or crowns. It was about tickle fights, backyard adventures and bedtime stories, a dad being present. If Harry felt uncomfortable, as some speculate, it seems unlikely he'd allow the video to go public. This isn't 1997. He's not a teenage boy unable to control his public image. He's a grown man, a husband, a father, and someone who clearly had a say. Why then is there such scrutiny over this post? Well, it fits a larger media narrative that Meghan is the ambitious one, the self-promoter, the puppeteer, and Harry is the passive, uncomfortable sidekick. It's a narrative rooted in gender stereotypes, racial biases, and outdated ideas about celebrity culture. Meghan, as a biracial American woman who married into one of the most rigid institutions in the world, is still held to a different standard, and that standard punishes her for visibility. But here's the truth. Meghan has never apologized for being visible. She understands the power of storytelling, of owning your narrative. That doesn't make her hypocritical, it makes her smart. In the end, Meghan's Father's Day tribute didn't just honor Harry, it reignited a conversation about fame, family and freedom. It's easy for commentators to say they asked for privacy. But what Meghan and Harry truly asked for and continue to fight for is the choice to share on their terms. That choice means they can honor Harry with a public video. It also means they can push back when a tabloid tries to leak school locations or hack phone messages. Privacy and publicity are not opposites, they're a balance. So where does that leave us? With a beautiful, heartfelt video of a father being loved by his children, a wife expressing gratitude, a family choosing to share a moment not to sell something, not to campaign, but to celebrate. And maybe that's the real story here. Thanks so much for joining me today on Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm Adrian, and as always I appreciate your time, your support and your open hearts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and let me know below. What do you think about Meghan's Father's Day post? Was it too personal? Or just the kind of love the world needs more of? Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep telling your story.